Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to be discussing all things TPR. Let's go! What is TPR? TPR stands for Total Physical Response. In short, TPR is pretty much just teaching with action. So it attempts to teach a language through physical activity. We are trying to help students acquire a new language rather than learn a language. Now, learning a language and acquiring a language is two different things. Learning a language is pretty much what we done in primary and high school when we already knew how to hold a conversation in English and we knew basic sentence structures, and when we learned about verbs and adverbs and nouns and how to correctly structure them in a sentence. Now that is language learning. Language acquisition is what babies go through when they are learning how to speak, and they are pretty much learning from their environment and the gestures, symbols, and objects that you use to teach them how to speak. So TPR is aimed at the three different types of learners, which is audio, visual, and kinesthetic learners. Okay, so essentially TPR coordinates speech and fuses it together with action, and this is how it is put into the brain's long-term memory. So because we are associating both sides of the brain, it is retained much easier and much quicker. Okay, so let's get into the three different types of TPR. Firstly, we have instructional TPR. This is where we use gestures like stand up, sit down, draw a line, circle, or even when we want the student to focus on our mouth formation when we are saying something that we expect them to repeat. Pointing at your mouth is instructional TPR, as well as cupping your ear to let them know that you are listening and waiting for them to speak and repeat after you. Okay, so instructional TPR is not what we expect the students to copy from us. Okay, it's just giving them an idea of instructions that they should follow. Okay, but I still get those young learners who will copy my instructional TPR. I will be like, a green apple. I tend to do this a lot so that they know it's their turn, and then I cup my ear. And this young girl, up till today, she still does it. A green apple. It's so cute, but they eventually get the picture and they will stop doing it after some time. But yeah, so it's just showing them the instructions that they need to follow. So that is number one, instructional TPR. Then next, number two, we have educational TPR. Now this is very important because this is when you are going to teach your lesson content and your new vocabulary words that you expect the student to learn. So now is when you are going to put in all of the action, and this is when you expect the students to mirror what you are doing. Okay, so they are expected to copy you at this time. So let me give you some examples of educational TPR. All right, if you are teaching a vocabulary word like cat, you would do cat, showing the whiskers, cat. And then they would do the same, cat. They are expected to copy what you are doing. Okay, another example is cold, cold, or hot, hot. And then you show them that you are waiting for them to copy or do exactly as you've done. All right. Now the students also could give their own actions for the words, which is a good thing. If you are showing whiskers for a cat, sometimes the students may do cat, showing the ears, which is excellent. It means that they understand exactly what you are teaching them. So that is educational TPR, putting actions to the vocabulary words that you are teaching and what you expect them to copy. Okay, now with TPR, I understand why some teachers ask me if I know of any companies that don't require TPR, because you really need to be confident in yourself and in your own skin, and you really have to put yourself out there and use your body and do all of these actions, because it can really make you feel like you are on your way to putting that red nose on and joining the Brian Boswell's, or what's his name? You are ready to join the circus because you feel like a clown. But anyway, we're happy and we move because our students are learning much faster with TPR. So yeah, that's what we have to do. That is number 2, educational TPR, and we expect our students to copy the same actions that we are doing. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is object TPR. Now this is where you use different objects around you and props to help introduce new vocabulary to your students. For example, ta-da! Exhibit A. Carrot. Carrot. Now you are showing your students that they are expected to say carrot, okay? Anything, you can use anything. You can say pen. Pen. And then you can also get your students to look for a pen. Remember, it's called TPR, okay? So you are expected to get a response. So you can tell your students, do you have a pen? Can you look for your pen? I would have used my pen, but I just chucked it aside now because I wanted to continue with it. You can get them to get objects and they can interact with you for the object TPR. All right, so that's it, guys. All right, so I hope that you are now going to try and get more comfortable with TPR and incorporate it more into your teaching style. And now you know that it is really just gonna help your students. So don't be shy, man. Get involved, get into it. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Remember that TPR is useless if it's one-sided. Make sure that TPR is double-sided. You want it to be total physical response. Yes, see how you also learned how to use TPR? So make sure that your students are responding, otherwise it's going to be useless. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and I will see you all soon. Bye.